Hi there, good afternoon. It's Muffy Clark Gill here, and I am presenting my live art show that I was mentioning to you earlier. We had a little bit of a technical glitch, so I'm going back here, and for those who missed it, I'm going to bring back some of the first pieces that we talked about. So, with that, I'm going to present these to you again. And just so you know the process, this is done in the ancient Japanese wax and dye process called batik. They're painting on silk, and they're all framed, custom framed. And because I am planning to clean out my storage unit, I need space and I need room in my studio. I can't fit all my birdies. So today's show is called For the Birds. So I hope you enjoy the pieces I'm displaying. I'm giving them at special prices today only. And if you don't catch up with this live one, you can see it on my Instagram link, or you can go back and see it on Instagram, because I will be posting the whole live show. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the work, I have the link in my bio on my Instagram profile. So with that, let's get going. I am having fun this afternoon trying to show these to you, and we'll just hit and run with it. So I'm going to start off with number one, and this one is called Golden Slippers. It's a batik on silk. You can see it's a large painting. It would look great over a sofa or over a reception area, and it is custom framed silk. I have a mat on it, and I have UV plexi. It's normally $950, and today it is being specially offered to you at $450. So this is a great deal for a piece of work like this, because batik is not an easy painting medium to work with. It takes a lot of love, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience, and I love what I do, and I hope it shows in my work. So you can see the back of the piece has been, you've got the hangers on it, you've got framer. It's a nice wide frame protecting the painting, and you'll not see another one like this. So this one is called Golden Slippers, and it is $475. Just go to the link on my website. Actually, the link is in my website on my Instagram page. It'll take you right there to a page where you can see all the listings, and click on you can see how it would look in your room. And if you like the piece, you can actually check out right there and purchase it, and then I will ship it to you. Or if you live in the Naples area, Fort Myers, South Florida area, I'll be happy to personally deliver these paintings to you. So this is number one. Number two, I fondly call Cyrano. And Cyrano is based on a photograph I took of male white pelicans in their breeding plumage at the Homosassa Springs State Wildlife Park here in Florida. And he's a cool guy. In the spring, all the male white pelicans want to strut their stuff by growing these amazing horny appendages on their bills, and they look almost comical. So I wanted to capture that look, and I wanted to use some unusual colors and shading. So these are all painted on with Japanese bamboo brushes that I dip in hot wax, and then go back in with another Japanese brush and push the dye into the wet fabric. So layers of wax and dye come together to create a work of art. So you can see he's got a beautiful black frame, he's got UV plexi and a mat. Again, you can see how he's mounted. And again, we have here the clips, how it's nicely ready, framed and ready for hanging. And normally, and I have to look my notes here, I'm sorry. Normally, my gentleman here is $1,200, but today I'm offering them specially to you for $500. So if you would like to have somebody unusual in your home, please take Cyrano home with you, or let me bring them to you or ship them to you. So this is Cyrano, and he's item number 2. So I'm going to take a quick pause and then we'll go on to number 3. So
Now we'll get over this way now. It's in a little bit more. Okay, there you go.
So
No,
to-
that way, just a touch.
okay,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
having Mr. Gill help me with this, so you'll have to forgive us. We're having some technical difficulties, but we'll get this sorted out and bring you the joys of fun in the studio. So, as I said earlier, and I'm saying this afternoon, this is my live art show theme called For the Birds. And I have all these pieces listed by going to the link in my Instagram bio. And you can click on there and see all the pieces I'm offering today, because there are 7 works of art. These are all original paintings done on silk doing the batik process. And you can see, especially with this one.
Tilt it this way. No, this
Okay.
one more.
Okay.
No, toward that side, 3 toward me. There you go. All right, there we go.
Okay, now we're getting there.
Yeah, reflections.
So, I'm going to just go back and talk to you about this painting. This was from a photograph I took at the Homosassa Springs State Wildlife Park here in Florida. And I love birds, and I've had a lot of my nature paintings featuring birds. And today I'm offering these pieces as part of my collection of original paintings that are in my storage unit that I need to find a new home for. So I'm offering them at outrageously low prices for me, and hoping you'll take one home with you, or I can ship it to you. And when you go to that link on my website on Instagram, you can check out right there and select which painting you like, and I'll work out the shipping for you at my cost. I have the prices so low today, I can't afford to ship these to you, but I can do it for you at the price I would pay. So I hope you'll take advantage of these sale prices. And with this, it was originally $850, and today I'm doing it for $475. You're not going to find a nice work of art. This is basically what it cost me to frame this painting, and it doesn't take into account all the hours and layers of wax and dye I used to create this piece. So you can see it's nicely framed with a black frame. It has a mat. You can see the back side, so it's ready for framing.
Ready for hanging.
And ready for hanging. Ready for framing, ready for hanging. So this is Drake. So let me go on. So now I'm going to do snakebird. And for people who aren't familiar with snakebirds,
Yep, there, right
this
there.
is a male anhinga in his breeding plumage. They're really handsome birds. I did this from a photograph.
No, other way.
Ooh.
Other way. Yeah, there you go. A little bit less. There you go. More
Okay.
level down.
Okay.
There you go. Right there. Now come
I
over.
did this from a
There you go.
photograph I took at Everglades National Park. Where else but the
It's
Anhinga
tilting.
Trail.
No, it's tilting.
Tilted.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. You-
But you can see each one of these little details on a wing is done with a brush and a stroke of wax. I had to hand mix all the colors so I could get the right colors I want. And then I stenciled the background. You can see the little fishies from a stencil I cut and created. Let's see if I can walk a little bit forward.
Okay, now you're losing your light. Okay.
Okay. But he is a special one-of-a-kind snakebird. And again, you can see the nice back way we have it framed and mounted and backed with a nice cover. And this guy was originally $1,400, and I had it that high because I really love this piece. I'm not sure I want to part with it, but I'm willing to do it today for $500. So it's a really good deal. I want him to go to a good home and somebody who will enjoy him. And you can see him, he was featured in my teasers coming up to this show. So take Snakebird home with you. I think you'd be very happy with him. Let me put this down.
Right there.
Number 5, here we go. This is the biggie. This one is called Swan Lake. It's an unusual piece because I created the original painting in batik. I got it mounted on canvas, and unfortunately I messed up and used the wrong kind of sealer on it, and it discolored the painting. So I had to pull the painting off and redo the whole thing. But before I had put the sealer on, I fortunately had photographed the original painting. So what I did was I printed it and stretched it on this canvas, and then I went back and I added some fun features like all the pearl-luminescent modeling. I modeled and sculpted on the frames of the piece. You can see it's a two-panel painting called, better known as a diptych. That's why I have them hanging side by side rather than trying to hold them up and look at them. But he's a really handsome fellow. He measures 49 inches wide by 29 inches tall. You can see I had him custom framed with a nice silver frame to set off the two panels, so when they hang up you can look really nice. And I'm not going to take this one off this particular wall because it's stretched, but it's nicely prepared and stretched, and it's a one-of-a-kind piece because, again, I am not going to do another one of these. I am looking for a special place for it because its sister painting, the one I repaired, I was able to sell to a couple who just adore the piece. They have it hanging up over the sofa in their home in Tallahassee, Florida. So you might want to be another lucky person and take my guy home here, and this is called Swan Lake. He was originally $1,800, and today he is $800. So that's a real big saving. You're getting two paintings for the price of one. So think about Swan Lake. That's number 5. Number 5. And you'll see him on the list there when you go to the link in my bio on the Instagram profile page. So, our next one. Number 6. I'm going to take this one off. This is a little painting, it's a version of this painting, and I had a client who really liked the painting, but she just didn't have room for a painting as large, so she commissioned me to do a painting just for her. Well, when I did it, I decided to do 2 of them at the same time to see which one I like better, which is not an easy thing to do because they aren't exactly alike. They'll, because of the nature of batik and working with hot wax and dye, you're never going to have anything completely the same. So I did this version. It is a 16 by 20 in size. It is mounted on canvas, and the lucky person who buys it also gets it coated with a special UV protective coating. So they can either have it gallery wrapped like this, or they can put it in a frame and it'll be protected. Because as with any artwork, batiks and artwork are sensitive to too much sunlight, and if you don't take care of your artwork, they will fade. So I try to help you along by putting UV protection on my work and seeing that you won't have any problems in the future. So again, this is number 6, and actually both of these scenes were taken from another set of photographs I took at the Homosassa Springs State Wildlife Park. We really like going to that park. We have a good time there because they have such a wonderful collection of wildlife. So here is, this one is called Silver Swan. So originally it was $550. Today it is $350. This is the bargain of the week. They have an original work of art that you can hang just about anywhere and it'll be happy. So my last painting of the day is number 7, and this is what you call a batik etching. His name is Durante. He's the brother to Cyrano, my number 2 piece. It's from the same photograph, but I wanted to experiment with doing what is called a batik etching. And when I do a batik etching, I take a piece of silk and I coat both sides with double layers of wax. First I go one way and then the other way, and then I have to go back into it with a push pin or a dental tool and carve the lines into the design after I've drawn it on top of the wax. So it's, again, not an easy thing. The little cracks you see here is where the wax is cracked, and I'm pushing the dye into this fabric with a Japanese bamboo handled brush that has badger hair in the tip, so I'm pushing the dyes into the fabric, and you can see all the fun lines that are created when I do that. So he is actually attached to a beautiful silk liner to go with the silk that's on the piece. He's in a custom frame. Now I will say the custom frame got a little bit of an owie, so, and a little scratch here, so that's one reason why he's going to be a little bit lower than what I would usually have for him. You can see on the back it's signed by me, it's all ready to go, and he'll fit just about anywhere. Normally he was $250, and today he's $195. You know, you can't go wrong when having an original work of batik with this. So this is Durante, and he's the final one of my afternoon live art show. And I hope you'll take a look at all these. I'm going to be posting this video so you can catch up with for a few days in case you missed any of the early parts of it. I will put it up on my website and on my Instagram page. So with that being said, this is Muffy Clark Gill, and I'm at MC Gill Tropical Art. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, I'm at Muffy Clark Gill Fine Art. So I hope you have a great afternoon, and thanks for joining me. Bye.